pretty spectacular fireworks displays. Now, of course, Sydney-siders got a very special pre-firework performance and midnight countdown by world-renowned singer Kylie Minogue. She was really the centrepiece of their fireworks celebrations. There were more than 1.5 million people crowded around Sydney Harbour to see the fireworks display in Sydney. Apparently they used something in the order of 7 tonnes worth of fireworks for this display in Sydney, which included, I think we'll get to see in a moment, some bright red lips of Kylie Minogue. There you go, you can see them on the bridge there with some fireworks coming off Kylie Minogue's red lips on the bridge.
Now, how did the musical note go off? Is that it there on the bridge?
I'm not sure. There was certainly between 7 tonnes of fireworks. There's no shortage of displays, that's for sure. And these pictures, particularly of Sydney, get quite a viewing around the world because they're one of the first big cities to, obviously, to bring in the new year. Auckland gets in a bit ahead, but these pictures are shown around the world.
As you can see, there are a large crowd beside the Yarra River and all of the fireworks going off on the largest buildings in the city.
From 22 different sites around the city, so they're talking about on top of buildings, a number of parks within the city, and of course along the riverfront, which is a traditional area for fireworks in Melbourne, which meant pretty much anywhere in the city you're going to see fireworks when they're that far spread across the CBD and the surrounding areas. So,
and of course all of this is tactical too because it spreads the crowd out, and the 3 main sites where people were gathering, and so that allows not only...
a bit of crowd control, a bit of crowd control.
Thousands of people gathering around South Bank to watch a spectacular show of fireworks. There's some good lasers there as well over the Brisbane River, and what a lovely place to be and to see in 2013. And no shortage of people whipping out their mobile phones and their tablets in a sign of the times.
Certainly, and celebrations in the nation's capital as well. Fireworks in Canberra. Now, the fireworks in Canberra were set off in Civic, which is the central area in Canberra, which means well viewed from Lake Burley Griffin as well. There's some revellers in Civic in the main, it's like Garema Place there, looking very excited about seeing in the new year. I'm not sure how big the crowds would have been in Canberra, as a lot of Canberrans head to the coast, but it's looking like those who are still staying in Canberra were revelling the night away there. It was a pretty spectacular fireworks, that's for sure.
You feeling homesick looking at that?
Oh, maybe a little bit. Canberra's a really lovely place in the middle of the summer. Typical hot inland Australian city, beautiful hot summer days, and it's usually pretty quiet. It's a nice relaxed place to be, but there's certainly a good party atmosphere there in Canberra.
The countdown to 2013 began with a big fireworks display in Auckland, and thousands packed the city centre to watch the annual event at the city's Sky Tower. Thankfully, the forecast bad weather held off and didn't disrupt those proceedings.
Hong Kong as well for New Year's celebrations. Here's the countdown we can show you. They had an 8-minute fireworks show that began at Victoria Harbour, and it moved inland and ended at the Harbourfront Convention and Exhibition Centre, which meant plenty of people got the chance to see it. It cost 12.5 million Hong Kong dollars, and it's said to be the biggest ever in a southern Chinese city, and police were expecting around hundreds of thousands to see it, which of course they certainly would, given you can see from these pictures just how far spread across the city the fireworks are. Again, a good light show and fireworks there.
We can compare those with what was done in Shanghai, with another spectacular fireworks display, and that looked pretty cool too.
Yep, that's pretty spectacular. I like it when they get the fireworks on the waterfront and on the buildings. Got some pictures of the fireworks in Japan as they bring in 2013. The bells at Tokyo's Asakusa Temple called in the new year, and they're struck 108 times at temples all over Japan, which symbolises the beginning of a prosperous new year. So you can see there, again, more spectacular fireworks going off in front of some very prominent buildings.
Yeah, well, I reckon you have to do something a bit different, because fireworks can sort of bleed into each other for me, but that looks the most unique that we've seen this morning, perhaps.
It's pretty extraordinary. We'll take a listen so you can hear what's going on in Dubai. So that's some of the celebrations going on New Year's Eve in Dubai. Pretty impressive show.